Allegedly, they managed to actually open the door to hell and summon a demon.
Neighbors claimed they practice witchcraft.
Exorcism, the casting out of demons through ritual prayer.
I was burying bodies out in the desert.
And yes, the ghosts were there with us.
Thank you for letting us in.
Welcome one, welcome all to your favorite podcast.
The Haunted Heart with your hosts, Kenny
And Katie.
We are here, your trash talent, here to deliver the trash to you.
Your trash talent has arrived. Your Uber driver is 45 minutes late.
Oh, ooh, that's tough.
In true form, in true trash talent form.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, remember that time that we uploaded last week's episode and it was actually the episode from the week before? Remember that? That was fun.
What?
I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we have said numerous times, not tech over here. Not tech, nothing about it. We
Definitely
know.
not.
But, thanks
Anything
for...
tech Joel handles, we just let Joel have
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely. But,
Somehow we still managed to find a way to fuck it up, though.
kudos to the one listener who called it out to us, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If that was you still haven't sent me a message with your address so that I can send you a special goodie. I was not kidding. I was very serious. Please send me your address.
Absolutely. Kudos to you. Kudos. And then to everyone else, fuck off.
No, don't fuck off. Don't fuck off. Welcome.
They heard it and they didn't say anything.
It was like 5 a.m. I don't think they did. I don't think they did hear it.
It was just that one crazed
It was just
listener.
me and that one listener awake. And I was like, how fortuitous. Yeah.
Well,
it was good.
so listen. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We've done that. We've uploaded the wrong episode. We've uploaded an unedited episode before.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. TBH.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Hopefully you're getting this. Hopefully you're hearing this. I hope.
Let's fucking hope so.
Oh, we didn't burn our sage. I'm just
Oh.
going to take care of that. You carry on.
You take care of that.
You
Oh.
carry on with the intro. I'm going to just.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
What do I
Over
do?
100 episodes of this motherfucker, and he don't know what to do.
I still don't know what to do. You know what? I can take it back. I just got back from vacation, which was lovely.
Yeah.
Went to the beach for the first time in a really long time. Not a beach person, but I will commend myself in the fact that I did not get burnt once.
Wow. Good job.
Usually I get sunburnt on the drive over to the beach, and then I just spend the rest of the vacation trip absolutely miserable. But, SPF 100 does great things.
Did you really have 100?
Absolutely, I did have 100.
I didn't even know you could get 100.
Oh,
Highest I've ever seen is
yes.
70.
Oh, yes.
Did you order it online?
No, I found it in the store. I went and I was looking at the
amazing.
SPF, and I went from like the 30, and I was like, that's child's play. And then saw the 70 and was like, absolutely, this is what we'll get. But then I saw the 100 and I'm like, oh, this is for the super white.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is for me.
This is for me. So I grabbed the 100, and I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't burn not once.
That's good. Well, I'll have to look out for that. I too spent some time outside at a rock festival, and I didn't burn either. And I'm very surprised at that. But yeah.
Awesome. We did great.
Very
Good for
cool.
us.
Very cool. Yeah. So we spent our obligatory time outside, and now we're going back inside, and we're going to stay inside
I will
for the rest of the year.
I will not
For
return to
another
the
year.
beach for another 13 years.
Yeah.
It had been probably about 13 years since the last time I was at the beach. And so I went this time. See you again.
In 13 years.
Another 13 years. Absolutely.
You're like some kind of like weird beach cryptid.
Pretty much, honestly.
He's so hairy, and he just
Oh,
he
no,
wanders
actually,
out in board shorts and a tank top, and he just kind of
Ac-
shuffles along the way. You only see him at dusk.
Actually,
Covered in sunscreen.
actually shaved my
oily.
back for the
Wow. Wow. Very special. It's a truly special moment.
occasion. Yeah. So
What is it like
hairy.
now that your back hair is growing back out though? Is
It was
prickly?
weird at first, but actually, so it's not like it actually still feels smooth, which is weird in
Okay.
places. And I'm
Mhm.
like, is some of it just not coming back? I don't
Maybe
know.
it's just going to take a long time to come back.
Yeah. But absolutely, I will see the beach in another 13 years. Call me Kenny the Cryptid, Kenny the Beach Cryptid, because I'm just not going to be there.
They call him Oily Man. Oily Man.
Early man, and he comes through. I saw him at dusk.
Just dripping SPF.
And he-
just fucking.
How terrifying would that be?
There's just like little drips. That's your trail that you leave. And then there's like a pool. And then you just vanish.
They're like, well, I was on the pier one night and I just right at dusk and I looked down and I saw the drips and I saw him there and I saw the trail and I looked and there he was.
Oily Man.
Oily man.
Beckoning in the distance.
Oily man.
The sun glinting off his liquid skin.
Distant cousin to old Greg.
Definitely. Definitely.
But yeah.
But
So
not so much of a Bailey's drinker.
no. Well, I do enjoy Bailey's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
Mm.
A distant cousin that does tequila.
I was gonna say more of like a tequila sunrise
Absolutely.
cryptid.
Because that would be perfect, right? You see me at dusk and you see me at sunrise.
Always hunting the tequila, but his liquid flesh is so slick he can't hold the glass. So forever searching
For the perfect glass along the sandy shores
yeah.
of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Of Myrtle Beach. Listen, if you've never been to Myrtle Beach, don't.
Don't.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna tell you what.
All
it
love
hasn't
to our
changed.
listeners in Myrtle Beach. I do. Myrtle Beach played a pivotal role in each of our childhoods. So no hate, all love. But you know, I'm thinking
Actually,
about
all
you.
hate. That's where I first learned self-hate.
all hate.
That's where I first learned self-hate when I had a relative. We were sitting on the beach and two men were holding hands and they said, "That's absolutely fucking disgusting." There we go.
And you were like, "Yep,
Absolutely.
there it is."
Self-hate.
Gonna internalize that for a decade, maybe two.
Absolutely. Maybe that's why I didn't return for another 13 years after that.
Maybe, but hopefully you reclaimed some of it this weekend.
I did.
Yeah.
It was great.
Don't you ever let
Cathartic.
anybody intimidate you off the beach, Oily Man.
Oily man.
You a legend. So, completely apropos of nothing, that actually, our intro actually goes with our fucking topic this week. Which
Does
is
it really?
Amazing. We didn't even do that intentionally. So, for the past couple of episodes that I've researched, I know our last episode, Psychic Photography, very fun. Very fun. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I appreciated learning about thoughtography.
Thoughtography.
But past couple episodes that I've done, I've covered some true crime cases, which I know are big hits with our listeners. I know we got a big true crime crowd. I myself am a big true crime lover. I have been swimming in that pool lately, and I do love to swim there. But with episodes like the Delphi murders and Mary Bell, we've pretty much been talking mostly about cases chock full of facts and
Murder.
information and reality. But tonight we're gonna move past all that evidence-based mumbo jumbo, and instead we're gonna embrace our role as true explorers of the macabre.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The macabre.
Tonight we are going to look past the thin, tiny, oh so delicate veil we call reality and into the truth with a capital T. It's a truth episode.
Is it?
It's a truth episode.
So not a reality episode, but a truth episode.
No, it's a truth with a capital T. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when we start talking about the truth.
The truth. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So we're talking cryptids.
Oh.
We're talking oily man.
Oily man.
Oily man.
I was really
yeah.
concerned for a second that you were going to talk about my topic that I have planned for next episode.
Oh, you're bringing more truth.
Well, we'll see.
Are you talking about oily man next episode? Because I want
Absolutely.
you to.
Absolutely.
I want to make it a thing.
Oily man.
Truly, if enough of us believe, oily man will be created, because that's how cryptids are created. I believe.
Pretty much. You know, in 13 years, you'll go to Myrtle Beach and there'll be Oily Man t-shirts like they do Mothman.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you believe it, it will come.
Absolutely. Very much so. But I'm excited. We love a good cryptid story.
We are.
It's been a minute
Yeah.
since we've had a good
It
cryptid.
has. It's been a while, and I have been wanting to kind of circle back around. I've always got like a couple cryptids on my list at any given point in time of potential topics. We've just had so much murder. Gosh. We just had an agenda chock full of murder. But I had been wanting to kind of circle back to the cryptid world because it's fun. It's just fun.
You're like that Marge Simpson. It's just neat.
It's just neat. It's just fun. It's just fun. We don't have to worry about, anybody's kid dying. We don't have to worry about any type of horrible abuse. There are no trigger warnings in the cryptid episode. If you are getting triggered by the cryptid episode, I need you to just take a moment. Just take a moment of self-reflection. Maybe talk to your therapist if you've got one. Maybe find one if you don't have one. Because there's nothing here that should trigger you. This is a trigger-free episode.
Absolutely.
We're just here to chill. This is a chill one. If you couldn't tell, by the way, we smudged after we started the show. And not before, as is our custom. Yeah, so what I have done for us tonight is I have curated a veritable who's who list of some of my favorite cryptids. Some of which I don't feel get enough attention. Now, there are the titans of the field. There's Bigfoot and or Sasquatch, depending on where you live, right? There's Loch Ness.
Love a good Nessie.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a proud Scottish bitch. And even Zaddy Mothman.
Oh, yes. Which we had a whole episode on.
Who we know and love. Absolutely. I love the Mothman episode. And then you've got your lesser known cryptid creatures. You've got the ones without individualized names. The one without all the fame. You've got rhinoceros dolphin.
Oh, fuck? What?
Yeah, rhinoceros dolphin. They're giant dolphins with two dorsal fins on top. There's like one behind their head and then one leg lower down their body. Sometimes they're spotted. Rhinoceros dolphin.
Okay, sure.
You've got the very unsettling Yamakachi, which is a legendary giant-ass white snake that lives on Mount Tsurugi in Japan.
See, I thought you said Tamagotchi, and I was like...
No, that was real.
That's cute. But then you talk about huge, giant...
Big fucking snake. Somehow it's scarier because it's white, too. I don't know. I don't know what that is in me. Maybe that's some internalized self-hatred or something.
Yeah, probably.
I'm scared of that, though. Yeah. And then there's the jackalope.
Jackalope. Familiar with that one.
We love a jackalope. We love a chupacabra.
Mm-hmm.
I love the jackalope, which is, for all intents and purposes, absolutely useless.
Now, that's kind of rude to say.
I mean...
There's probably a jackalope listening to this episode right now and is triggered.
He's feeling forlorn. He's feeling forlorn.
He's taking his headphones out and he's like, you know what?
But he has like extra large headphones because he's got those fucking rabbit ears.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. Yeah, so no offense to, all offense actually, to jackalopes aside. Tonight we're going to talk about a couple of my favorite cryptids, some of which you've probably heard of before and some of which you may not have actually. And we're just going to chit and we're going to chat. And we're just going to have a real chill time.
I didn't know where you was going with that. We're just going to chit.
We're just going to chit. And we're going to do a little chat.
Okay.
And we're going to have a good time. This is a real loose episode. If you didn't notice already.
Ooh, not a loose episode.
It's a loose episode.
It's a loose episode.
So yeah, I mean, it's just been one of them weeks. So we're gonna get loose. I just want you to if you could take your sphincter and just kind of just relax it right now. If you could just like take a breath and then just kind of like relax all of the muscles in your lower body.
For the
right
gays, this is the time when you would huff your poppers.
for this episode. Yeah, I mean, smoke them if you got them. Let's everybody just get loose, get real chill, and just open your inner eye to the world of the cryptids because we're going there.
Okay.
Okay, you feel me? You
Yes.
feel me? You
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Okay.
I am ready for this Marvel universe of the lesser known cryptids.
It's like that. It's like a Marvel universe if Marvel didn't have any funding. So, yeah. Okay, so first up, we got Hellhounds.
Okay.
The Hellhound, one of my absolute favorites.
Mhm.
I am a cat person. I do love cats, but the Hellhound is impressive. It's a supernatural canine found in folklore all around the world, many different cultures. Sometimes they are depicted as black dogs, and hellhounds actually encompasses a wide variety, like that term encompasses a wide variety of ominous or hellish supernatural dogs that again show up in mythologies all around the world. And they are similar actually to the dragon in that they are like guardians of
Mhm.
sorts.
Mhm.
So they're often shown to have glowing yellow eyes, super strength or speed, ghostly or phantom characteristics, foul odor, and sometimes even the ability to talk. You have likely heard of the most famous hellhound, a regular Elvis of sorts among the cryptid community, the famous Cerberus of ancient Greek
Yeah,
mythology.
I was gonna say that. And then Fluffy from Harry Potter.
Absolutely, yes. Fluffy also would certainly qualify as a hellhound. Now, legend has it that if a man stares directly into the eyes of a hellhound 3 times or more, death shall soon follow.
That reminds me of that sound clip from the Wendy Williams show where she goes, "Death to all of them."
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
You too, if you look at Wendy Williams more than 3 times.
Is
in
Wendy
the
Williams
eye.
a hellhound? She
Will die.
might be. She might be. Possible theory
I mean,
put forth by the Haunted Heart podcast.
I'm not here to body shame anyone, but if anyone was a hellhound trapped inside of a human meat suit, it would be Wendy Williams.
Might be that. She got them glowing eyes. For sure. For fucking sure. Absolutely.
I love hellhounds. If they didn't feel like the most edgelord thing ever. You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
hellhounds might be
hellhounds.
like the Lisa Frank animal for 13-year-old boys.
Right.
You know
That's
what
where
I mean?
I'm getting. Like, you, instead of having the Lisa Frank notebook with the cute rainbow colored seal and or
Mhm.
panda and or unicorn,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have the hellhound notebook
Yeah.
for the 13-year-old kid who's growing up with homophobic tendencies and racist tendencies.
Yeah. Very much so. Or you could have had a hellhound fucking folder, absolutely, comprised of only the colors
See?
black, red, and green, like a muddy green.
See, I didn't have folders.
It's true, but if you did have a folder, I think it might have been a hellhound folder. You were one of those kids that just shoved your fucking
No.
papers into your backpack because that gives me anxiety.
Yes and no. So what I did, no, I had the solid color folders,
Mm-hmm.
red, green,
Black.
and black.
Fucking. And what did I say?
And they were all labeled. Red was math, green would
color
be
of rage.
biology. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got it.
Whatever earth science was or whatever that was. And black was usually whatever English or literature was.
For the
And then I
angst,
used them.
the writing.
Yes. And then so that was a little bit of my Virgo peeking out there.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
then
I understood that on like a spiritual level.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
but then would use them for like the first 4 weeks. And then everything would just get shoved into the backpack.
that just something about even just remembering that just tears me up.
Yep. Shall I show you my backpack now?
No, thank you. Nope. No, I'm
Nothing
good.
has changed.
I'm getting nothing has changed. No, hellhounds are cool, other than they're harbingers of death. If you don't want to see that motherfucker, you definitely damn well don't want to hear him either. Because European legends actually warn that the howl of a hellhound is an omen of certain death
Oh.
as well. In cultures that associate the afterlife with fire, hellhounds may have fire-based abilities and appearance. They are often assigned to guard the entrances to the world of the dead, much like in the case of Cerberus. They also guard graveyards, burial grounds, or undertake other duties related to the afterlife and or the supernatural, such as hunting lost souls or guarding supernatural treasures. Interestingly enough, though, in Appalachia, there's a different breed of hellhound. Appalachia has different breeds of a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
It's a little different.
Just
A little different in Appalachia. But yeah, so there's a different kind of hellhound that roams there, mostly in Kentucky. It's called actually the Kentucky Hellhound. And it's said to have a blackish blue fur and a mane running halfway down its back and large paws that look strikingly similar to a black bear's front paws. And it doesn't have much relation to religion, but it does wreak havoc on livestock. So sort of similar to like werewolf stories, other than, except for like the hellhound is always a hellhound. It's never like, there is no transformation.
manhound.
Yeah, it's not a manhound. That would be weird. So lame.
Or a hell man.
I've known a couple of those, hon. That is not one of my favorite cryptids. But yeah, it primarily like feeds on livestock, basically.
Okay.
So very cool.
Yeah.
Kentucky has their own personal hellhound.
It just roams the mountains of Appalachia.
Hell yeah.
I believe it too. I would believe a hellhound in Appalachia before I would believe a hellhound anywhere else.
A hellhound in like fucking Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, nah. But a hellhound in Appalachia?
Trying to take the fucking bus.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. I mean, if there's going to be a hellhound anywhere,
Oh yeah, it would be in Appalachia.
it would be in Appalachia. It would be probably in Kentucky too.
Yeah.
If you've seen the Kentucky hellhound, send us an email.
If you are the Kentucky hellhound.
Yeah. Also that. I don't know how you're going to
Send us
type
an
with them
email.
black bear paws, but I mean, go for it. So that's the hellhound.
Love that. Love him.
Love it.
Rate him an 8 out of 10.
8 out of
Or
10 on the
her.
crypt. Wow, coming
Them.
out of the gate strong.
8 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't take it back now.
I'll leave it
Take
at
it back
8.
now. All right, so you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Intensely.
So next up, we've got the Batsquatch.
Not the Batsquatch. Not anything but that. Who named that? I bet that cryptid's mad.
The Batsquatch is a flying cryptid that has allegedly been sighted near Mount St. Helens in the 1980s. It resembles a flying primate, and its name is a portmanteau derived from the words bat and Sasquatch.
Really?
In case you needed
Really?
to. Batsquatch.
Batsquatch. What the fuck?
The creature was said to
Batsquatch.
have yellow eyes, a dog-like muzzle, blue fur, sharp teeth, bird-like feet, and leathery bat-like wings that span up to 50 feet. In addition, Batsquatch is said to be 9 feet tall and has the ability to affect car engines. How about that? How can he affect them,
I
though?
was like, what? Like what? Does he give them
Could I
better
save-
gas mileage?
Could
Like,
I save money on a mechanic? Could I just
Right.
hire a Batsquatch?
I mean,
That'd be fucking way more metal than going to AutoZone.
absolutely.
Shit.
Just go up to Mount St. Helens and, you got Batsquatch Automotive. He comes out, there's a little ding, you drive over the thing and comes out. He's got his little shirt on, his little name tag says
This
Batsquatch.
is Batsquatch.
And he's just really nice and friendly. Welcome
Oh,
to
yeah.
Batsquatch Automotive, Take a look at our scented air fresheners while we service your car.
All the air fresheners are just like a bat shape instead of like the tree.
Yeah,
It's good. This is a good episode. We're doing really
absolutely. And he's got little shirts. Look, and he's got little Batsquatch memorabilia shirts up there.
Yeah.
Hanging up.
Oh, yeah. I seen the Batsquatch. That's what one of them said.
I seen the Batsquatch at Batsquatch Automotive.
At Batsquatch Automotive. Tell you what, that motherfucker could start a business.
I got my engine revved at Batsquatch Automotive.
There you go. See, you should hire us to do the branding. It's great. All right, so you ready for the origin story? You ready for Batsquatch?
I don't think he needs an origin story. I think it's all I need to know.
He just came out. He's running Batsquatch Automotive.
That's, in my mind, it's Batsquatch Automotive all the way. I don't need to know. But tell me.
But tell me anyway. So in April of 1994, Brian Canfield was driving in Washington, Pierce County when his truck suddenly died.
And the Batsquatch came out.
He said,
Gave him a
looks like you
gave
might
him a
have a little
jump.
bit of a problem with your serpentine belt. I can change that for you in just 1 minute. If you will just have yourself a seat over here in our waiting room. We are playing Days of Our Lives, and we have some Lifetime magazines from about 10 years ago. I will be with you in approximately 2.5 hours, and I will have that tuned right up for you. We'll get you driving today, sir.
Are you waiting here or are you finding other transportation? No. And he's like, I'm finding other transportation. So the Batsquatch just literally
He
picks
just
him
picks up the car with the fucking bird feet and just like flaps away. Oh, fuck it. That's what happened. That's it. We just rewrote it.
I'm sorry. That's the story. But what happened to Mr. Brian?
Okay, so what actually happened was what we just said. But so legend has it that he was driving along April 1994. He's driving through Pierce County. He's looking at the fucking leaves. Everything's great. It's probably raining because it's fucking Washington. And then he said a large creature just landed in front of him in the road. He said it was human-like, 9 feet tall with bat-like wings, and it also sported a coat of blue fur. Ever since then, Batsquatch has not been seen, and skeptics dismiss it as a hoax. However,
I love that.
However, a possible second sighting was reported in 2009 near Mount Shasta in California.
Oh.
Several hikers witnessed a huge creature with leathery wings spanning 50 feet fly out of a crevice in the mountain. At first, an eyewitness described the creature as having a head similar to a pterodactyl. However, upon reconsideration, the witness claimed that it was more akin to a flying fox bat.
And I think he just saw a drag queen
Maybe.
come out ready for the show, heading to our first show is probably what it was.
Might have been.
I love that. I love that we have one person who just claimed that they saw this Batsquatch character and now it's legend.
Absolutely.
Which is how
That's
I'm
how
going
it
to start
works, though.
the Oil Man.
That's how we have to move forward with Oily Man. It works that way. It is, if you believe, so the funny, like we're doing a fun episode. This fun episode, I'm not gonna go deep in it, but like that is how all of this supernatural shit works, is like you believe it in your mind and you visualize it and you see it and you believe that Batsquatch Automotive is real, and all of a sudden people just begin they just find receipts from Batsquatch Automotive in their car, and they're like, I don't remember going there. And then it just like becomes a thing, and it just like you bring your own psychic energy to it, and then there's like some like weird supernatural dust out there, or like, you know, physics or whatever that like comes together and manifests this thing for like a brief moment in time, though. Like it's not permanence to it in the same way, but it feeds off of your like psychic energy in order to like manifest. So like Oily Man can be real if we just believe in it.
Okay. So if I get in my car tonight.
Yes.
And I go to grip the steering wheel, and then just an oil-like sludge.
Yes.
A creamy oil-like SPF substance.
Yes. That smells vaguely of coconut.
I will have known that we have made it real.
Yes. That or your SPF 100 burst while it was in the car. So either one of those two, though. Definitely.
I actually might have it in my bag, and it's been really hot from the beach still in my car.
I would maybe check on it.
Go to reach in my bag and come out with a handful of SPF. And I'm just like having an existential crisis right there.
Oily Man has been here.
Oily Man.
So we have one more sighting of Batsquatch.
Oh.
And this was actually in June 2011, just 2 years after the 2009 sighting. A man named Phoenix Tiraz, which is not his real name, by the way, was in his yard walking his dog. He went to pick up the dog when he saw something in the sky. He gave the following quote on his experience. I saw something flying in the sky. It had bat wings, blue fur, and a face similar to eyes glowing red. It was about 9 feet tall at the least. After I watched, it just flew away. On April 14th, 2014, at Archbishop Hoban High School in Akron, Ohio, a second period Spanish class also spotted a black mass zip by the window of the classroom at incredible speed. The class claims that it was about 9 feet tall with a 20 to 30 foot wingspan.
Oh.
So,
Facts.
Batsquatch, real, facts, truth, with a capital T.
With a capital T.
So that was, by the way, that was Akron, though. So, like, now we've spotted this motherfucker in Washington. We've spotted him in California. And that last sighting was in Akron.
Well, listen.
So he's getting closer to me. The Batsquatch is coming to me. And Mothman and Batsquatch, they're going to have to fight it out.
Listen.
My money's on Mothman because you know I have deep feelings, some might say unresolved feelings for Mothman.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to fight it out because I think Batsquatch is coming for me.
You know, I just feel like maybe he's just opening franchises. You know?
Just across the country.
He's just got a franchise plan, you know?
Yeah.
He's got that going. He's just working his way across the United States.
He was flying past that classroom trying to like find an intern.
He's got like the trail, the letter trail
That they
behind
have
him,
at
like
the
the
beach.
airplanes. It says Batsquatch Automotive, opening soon. But the real tea is he actually doesn't know anything about cars.
How does he fix them? How does he have an
doesn't.
unnatural ability
But he
effect on the
doesn't.
engine?
He doesn't. And that's his insecurity. He has to live up to that standard now, you know?
He has to.
And he tries his best, right? He tries his best to live up to that standard. But for some, wow.
Wow. Whoa.
Whoa, hold on.
Somebody's over-identifying. Are we talking about Batsquatch or are we talking about an oily man? Who are we talking about? Hmm? Too deep.
Too deep.
Too deep. I've got another.
Okay.
If you'll let me. Do you need more time on Batsquatch?
No, I
It
give
looks like you do.
Batsquatch. I give Batsquatch a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Perfect
Absolutely.
score?
Perfect score.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, I give him a 10 out of 10.
Don't hesitate. You're going to hurt his fucking feelings.
No, 10 out of 10. Absolutely.
Okay.
Batsquatch, I love you.
Rock with you. I'll see you next time my car breaks. Get that shit fixed up.
For real.
All right. I've got one more.
Okay.
I do want to like just express this is a small grouping of cryptids. We will definitely be revisiting cryptids in the future. There were cryptids that I wanted to include on this list, but when I got researching them, I was like, truly, this creature needs its own episode. I love Batsquatch, but I have given you all the information on Batsquatch. You are now, having listened to this episode, potentially like the leading scholar of Batsquatch, because that's all the info we have.
Are we subject matter experts?
We might be, because we just advanced it. We just advanced it further.
We contributed, yes.
We did. So you can't really do a whole episode on Batsquatch. You know what I mean? So like there are cryptids there are cryptids that I wanted to include, like that I thought about including, and I initially thought I would include, but then I was like, they need a whole fucking episode. Really want to do an episode on big cats.
Yeah. Me next week though. Welcome to Batsquatch Part 2.
Welcome to Batsquatch Part 2. Here we are talking about fucking Batsquatch again. Yeah, I mean, we could take the podcast in that direction. I don't think anybody's going to follow us there, though.
You know what? They probably shouldn't follow us anyway.
Yeah.
We're not role models here.
Yeah, so there's other cryptids, particularly the big cats. I love the big cats. Not big like a leopard or a panther, but just big. Like there's like these house cats that are just like big, and people are just freaked out about it.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's too big. They're like, it's a house cat, but it's too big.
Too big.
It's just bigger than it should be.
So
and I'm fascinated by that because
for all of our listeners, be on the lookout for an episode on two big cats.
Yeah. I just haven't been able to put it together.
Two big cats.
I have not been intoxicated enough to put that episode together for you, but it's coming one day. Yeah. So this was, this is truly a sampler platter. This is an Applebee's like 2 for $20 sampler platter of cryptids for you. So don't get mad if your favorite fucking cryptid is not on here.
The fucking kid Lunchables, you getting a cracker, a meat, and a cheese.
Yes. And so with that said, I've truly saved the best for last.
Is this the cracker, the meat, or the cheese?
I think it might be the cheese.
Okay.
I think it might be.
This is the cheese layer in our Lunchables.
Are you ready for our last cryptid of the evening?
Bitch.
Are you ready?
After Batsquatch, I am ready for anything.
I don't think you are ready.
Give it to me.
I don't think you're ready for the Rat Man of South End.
Wait, I might have to go back on Batsquatch. Rat Man of South End.
The Rat Man of South End.
No, because this feels like it could be a real thing. I feel like there's actually a Rat Man of South End.
Like
is
that
this in the
snake old
UK?
man from our hometown.
Right.
that fucking
right.
guy. Yeah.
Like the Snake Man. Is this in the UK?
Yes.
Okay,
it
I
is in the
figured
UK.
because it was South End.
Yeah.
Nowhere in
Well,
America
it's
is
kinda
named
funny,
South
though.
End.
Like the Rat Man of South End. Like, am I alone? The Rat Man of South End? I don't know.
I don't know.
So my favorite cryptids are extremely localized cryptids. Like in the case of Batsquatch, the Rat Man of South End has a lot of highly localized color, originating from a common underpass.
A common underpass.
It just got me. Oh, shit. Originating from a common underpass in the town of Southend-on-Sea in Essex. The legend of the Rat Man has 2 main variants.
Okay.
The commonality between them being the presence of a rat-like creature who appears in pedestrian walkways at night.
We're sure just not talking about a homeless person here.
I love this fucking cryptid so much. So 2 origin stories, all right? 2 versions.
Okay.
Pick your favorite. All right.
Is there a villain option? Is there a villain origin story?
I think the villain might be society as a whole.
Well, that's true. Always.
So option 1, the most commonly told story of the Rat Man, involves an old man who used the underpass to escape from the rain and the cold at night. The story goes that he was old.
He just turned into a rat? He's an old man.
No.
He's like, I just want to, let me just get out of the rain for a minute. And then just all of a sudden morphed into the fucking Rat Man.
No, that would be cool though. So the story goes that he was old and barely able to walk. One night, a group of teenagers beat him half to death and stole his blanket, which was the only real source of warmth that he had.
Oh my God.
It's actually deeply sad. Dying from his injuries in the biting cold of the night, he succumbed to hypothermia. His stiffening corpse nibbled and gnawed on by the numerous vermin who inhabited the area. Soon after, locals reported odd noises. Namely, high-pitched squealing and the sound of nails dragging along the walls. Whether evidence of a real ghost or an overactive imagination, the Rat Man of South End was born.
See, I call bullshit on this because that is the origin story of Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Where she fell and died in the cold, and the cats nibbled on her, and then she came back as Catwoman.
It's true. Is this just the Catwoman origin story?
Yes.
But turned into Rat Man?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, the Tim Burton Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, iconic.
I still want it to be real, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I want more to just give that old man a
listen,
blanket.
If someone beat my ass and left me without my blanket under the cold, underpass, and rats came to bite me, and I guess infected me with some sort of
rat vengeance,
and I came back as a Rat Man, I'd be okay with that.
I think you're suited to be a rat. I think you're well suited for that. You like dark, dank areas
I
anyway.
do. Absolutely.
Like, you're pretty chill with the overpass.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's
Yeah.
cool. If I
I
wasn't.
think if there's an
Oily
opening,
Man.
maybe you could put it in an application.
Oh, maybe I'm in the sequel, the Rat
Maybe.
Man movie, the sequel.
Ratman v. Oily Man.
Yeah. So what's the second origin story?
So the alternative version of Ratman's origin story is a bit more fanciful, you may
Oh.
say. It seems to have emerged through schoolyard folklore, a tale passed between children to frighten and unnerve their classmates. In this version, the Ratman is no longer a ghost, but a real creature.
Oh.
The story goes that the mayor of the town was a known adulterer
Oh.
and was eventually cursed for his infidelity in the form of a grotesque child, a baby with the elongated snout and worm-like tail of a rat.
Mm.
The child grew and developed a taste for flesh, as rat babies do, obviously.
Yeah.
Seeking a solution to his problem, the mayor had the underpass constructed with a concealed entrance to a hidden chamber within the underpass, inside which his monstrous offspring might hide, only to emerge at night to indulge its insatiable hunger. The Rat Man of Southend.
The Rat Man. Oh God.
Yeah.
So a couple things here.
We just unpack that. Let's just unpack that.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's unpack Ratman.
Just kinda unpack it.
I keep getting movie references, so it's like the Michelle Pfeiffer, the origin story of Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Also, wasn't there a movie about a man who controlled rats? What was that? It was oh God, I can't think of the movie, but there was a movie about a man who, like, his thing was that he could commune with rats.
Okay. I feel like
that's
I
all I
remember
remember
that
of that
vaguely. Was
story.
it from the 90s?
That's all I remember of that story.
Movie about a man who could commune with rats.
Yeah, please pause as we Google man.
Yeah, there's a movie called The Rat. There's also a movie called Willard. Don't know what that is.
Willard. That's what it was. 'Cause
Is that
Willard,
it?
Yep, Willard. Because it's
Willard.
got that what's his name in it? It's got
Yeah, a
that
young
really-
man with an unusual connection to rats uses them at his own sociopathic will. Sounds like he's just fucking them, though. I don't like that. It
No.
makes me uncomfortable.
No, it wasn't. I remember that. I haven't seen that movie in ages, but that's what it reminds me of.
Huh.
Willard, that movie, Ratman.
Very cool. I'll have to
Also,
watch that
there
one.
was in the last like random Suicide Squad movie that there was a girl in there who can speak to rats and controls rats. So I guess it's a whole like thing because rats are like legion, you know what I mean? So there's many. Where there's
Mhm.
one, there's often
Mhm.
thousands, led by Ratman.
Yeah, rats are insane creatures. They can fall from like 50 feet without getting hurt. They can squeeze themselves into like a space that's like a quarter size. They're far more hardy than us.
Yeah, I hope that, if the origin story of the Ratman is the first one, I really hope he got his revenge.
I hope he did.
I hope he got
I'll
his
probably help him.
revenge. I hope he went back to those
Teens.
teens. Those teens. And I hope he took all of the cheese in their house so that they didn't have anything for their sandwiches.
Mhm.
And then also killed them.
After that. But after they
that.
realized there was no cheese.
And then also murdered them. See, all of our episodes kind of come back to murder at some point.
all roads lead to the same direction.
Murder.
All roads lead home. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I have a smattering, if you will, of cryptids.
Mattering.
Just like I said, very loose, very chill, very laid back. Hopefully you learned about a new cryptid that you didn't know about. And if you didn't,
Oh,
then Sorry.
I did.
I think everybody learned about a new cryptid, though. I think
did.
we all learned about Oily Man.
Oily Man.
And his incessant drip, drip,
Drip.
drip into the night.
Protected from the sun. He just goes through and like when you're asleep at night, he just takes his hand and just slathers his hand across
Like
your
down the
face.
glass.
No, just across your face.
Oh.
You know, and then and to protect you from the sun in the morning.
I think the last shot of the Oily Man movie trailer would be like a window looking out at the moon, and all of a sudden you just see like a hand, and then it makes that down the window
Yes.
and leaves like the snail trail of oil.
Absolutely. Yeah. You go to use your sunscreen, like the character or whoever's in the movie goes to use their sunscreen, but the tube is empty because Oily Man has consumed it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Would you imagine how creepy that would be, like in a scene if you were going and like the scene is you've got this oily man who's like in the bathroom crouched over and he's just like sucking a tube of SPF 100.
This shit is fucking dope. So scary. We could do something with that. You know what I mean? Like he's just. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
It's good. It's going places.
Absolutely. Jesus.
Yeah. So, hope you enjoyed it.
I did. I
hope you
thoroughly
learned something.
enjoyed this. I learned a lot. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I did not know about the Rat Man. Actually didn't know. Well, I, knew of Hellhounds. That one was fairly common, but I love the fact that because it's really hard when you're doing episodes for some of these creatures and some of these topics to give them their own episode because there's not a whole lot of information there.
It's almost like they're not real.
Right.
And there's not actual.
But this is the truth
research.
Episode, capital T truth episode.
They just don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to have the research. And that's that we're dealing with such delicate topics. They're so sensitive to the security of all of us.
Yes.
To all of our minds.
So, I appreciate them getting their own, moment in an episode. I love that. And I think that it is well deserved from all of them. Round of applause to all of these cryptids tonight. Of course,
yeah. And I just want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Batsquatch Automotive, for all your automotive needs. Just, bring it on down to the bat.
Yeah. Ratman, I give 7 out of 10.
Yeah. How you gonna do the Ratman like that?
Yeah, I can't let him one up the Batsquatch. I don't know. I give Ratman a 7 out of 10.
That's fair. I guess Ratman is very intimidating, but Batsquatch has like actual life skills.
Yes.
He can fix your car. Yeah. I can see that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for that wonderful episode on all of our delicious little unknown cryptids that we've discussed today. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And we hope that you have too. So I think I will close this out. Do that, what do you call it? Homework? Not homework. That house cleaning. What, you clean house?
I think you'll do the metaphorical shoving of the papers into your backpack as you're leaving class while wrapping up the episode. You're going to do that, but in the episode wrap-up format.
As always, if you've enjoyed the episode, something that we really appreciate, definitely please like and share the show. It's a great free way to, share your love for us, and it helps us out. We love that. Leave us a 5-star review on Google when we get them.
It grows the family, and it grows our presence as cryptids on this podcast.
Absolutely.
It grows the legend of the Haunted Heart.
If you want the Oily Man to exist, you must share this episode, this podcast, and
we have to plant the
get
seeds.
it out there. Plant the seeds.
We need everyone's psychic power to bring him into fruition.
To make this a reality. Also, if you would like some more content, then you can head over to our Patreon, where is it Patreon? Yes, it is Patreon.
It is Patreon.
At www.patreon.com/thehauntedheart. And you can check us out on all of our other social medias or on Twitter at The Haunted Heart. You can check us out on Facebook at The Haunted Heart Podcast. We've got a page there that you can go and like. Or we have a special group for all of our cryptids that you can come and join and share awesome memes and enjoy other spooky content. And it's a private group, so you're not gonna have to worry about, any of your other non-cool cryptids in your life fucking your jam up.
Any of the non-believers.
The non-believers.
That's what I like to call those people. The non-believers, the sheeple, in fact.
Oh, God. I think a piece of me just
withered.
Withered.
And died.
I legitimately think a piece of me just withered and died. But folks, before we leave you tonight, we just want to let you know that outside of your window, there he will be, always watching.
Is he watching over you as a protector? Or
Who
as a
knows?
dark entity bent on revenge for unspoken sins?
Or is he just protecting you from the sun?
Because he
Who
just wants you to
knows?
be safe.
He just wants you to be safe.
Is he just an advertising campaign from Coppertone that's taken a strangely different tone?
Not Coppertone. Coppertone. I'm sorry, that's it. Bitch, until next time, you know what you got to do, folks. You and all of the Oily Man fans out there, y'all have got to
Stay spooky and wear your SPF.
drip, drip, drip.